Hello, my name is Garx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. Just set up a little, just one machine here, extractor, extracting the some of my crops. And I just have the tine one on there, which is tin, and that basically just extracts two tiny piles of tin dust, and then I eventually will, when it gets through all that, we'll just turn it into dust. Because I need a lot of it for the superconductor base. There we go. So as we can see, I am building up quite a big buffer here. So I want to go ahead and get this going. Now I'm just going to use the circuit of 1. And sometimes this causes some issues with my auto crafting, so I got to be careful with that. But I just don't want it to use argon when it's not needed. The one with the argon is 110 seconds. The one without it is 125. So I don't feel like that is all that important. All right, but today I think we're going to continue with the lithium, the filters, so we can hopefully get the IV pollution scrubber and just kind of check out how it works. It does look like we're kind of like borderline healthy. I like to stay under 500,000 because that is when you start getting issues. But it's kind of like right around. It looks like it's still going up a bit, but it does drop. I think the higher you get it, the higher up it goes, the more it dissipates each whatever thing it decides. I don't know what the exact equation is, but it'll dissipate more to the surrounding chunks, I believe. But all right, so we have the lithium hydroxide. I'm trying to remember where I left off yesterday. We got our lithium hydroxide, right? So I needed the chemical dehydrator. That's where we left off, I remember. And I'm assuming this is just the one. It's just like a one block machine. I guess we'll just do, I mean, is there any reason to do a higher tier? I don't think so. All right, so let's just get a couple of these things here. Yeah. Oh, and I also crafted up this data MEI port. See if I remember how this works. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. So basically, I wanted to empty. We'll throw that back in. That's not really how I wanted to do it, but basically I want to replace all the 4Ks with 16Ks, and instead of manually emptying everything, you can use the MEIO port to transfer all the things out of the disk drive. But I'm going to be doing a lot of crafting here, so probably don't. Not going to worry about that right this second. All right, so we need another one of those. What else we got here? EV machine hall, Tumbaga. Do I have Tumbaga? I do. There's that. I wish you could put those together. That'd make things much easier. I should. Yeah, I can't. That's the reason. I was thinking about maybe like moving these two machines over, but this one has enough. Wonder if this could go in. There must be a reason why I didn't put it in my silicon machine. Don't remember though. That is quite a while ago. All right, so let me go ahead and craft up the rest of this stuff. Unless there is something. What are these now? this bronze fluid with coil wire. Coil wire is aluminum wire with an olivine lens. All right, yeah, so easy enough. So we'll come back when we get this done. And there we go. There is the chemical dehydrator. Pretty simple to craft up, to be honest. All right, so maybe we should be just throw it over here. I don't remember what that cable situation underneath here. What are we looking at? Yeah, I can just send that a couple, I guess. Really should replace that cabling. The titanium just is a lot easier. There's only one, although titanium is a bit important right now. Alright. There we go. So, yeah. Looks just like the sifting recipe, or the sifter. I think this needs a... Doesn't this lithium hydroxide need a circuit? I think it was. Circuit of 0. That's a strange... That is a strange circuit number. I don't think I've ever seen a recipe use a circuit of 0. That was the right one, right? Yep. All right. So I guess we just do this. Do that. All right. And it's relatively fast. I wonder if there's actually a quest for this. I don't know. I don't think I ever saw one, but anyway, so there is the lithium hydroxide here. And then we combine this with hydrogen peroxide. So the reason I did 2 of these, the crafts from last episode, is to get 7 of these. Although that recipe does 4, which is a bit annoying, but anyway. So we need the 7 and then the 1. So hydrogen peroxide. We also get it back from this stuff. How do we get the hydrogen peroxide again? I feel like I'm not finding it here. Here. No? Let me check this out and we'll be back. Alright, so a little bit of investigation and I found out this recipe is actually missing. So this is actually not craftable. So I think we're just gonna cheat one in. It's gonna be put back in with the next update, but I don't know how long that is gonna be. So we will take a look at this process when it does get updated. But for now, I think I'm just going to cheat in just the 1 cell. Otherwise, I can't progress any farther, and I did not know that when I first started this. So I have no idea what the next recipe is going to be, but I don't know. Hydrogen peroxide is, I believe that's just 1 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. It's probably way more complicated than that, but yeah. So there we go. So hydrogen, the peroxide, the lithium hydroxide. We need the 1 cell in the large electrolyzer. I think I can borrow that. Actually, I can just do it in a regular electrolyzer. There we go. I do have 1 extra lithium hydroxide, but yeah. We'll come back to that again when, like I said, with the update, and we'll see the new process of crafting these filters, because I believe they are actually going to change. All right. Alright, so basically this will give us lithium hydroperoxide. So basically we're mixing lithium hydroxide with hydrogen peroxide, and that's what we get. Oh, I just put it back in the ME system. All right, so we get 14 of that. And then if we look at this, if we put this back in the chemical dehydrator with 3 empty cells, we actually get the hydrogen peroxide back, which is pretty cool. Now it's, what was it, 2 each? So there's 7 of those, and we need that. All right, there we go, and I'm pretty sure it is like 100% recipe, right? Yeah. All right, so let me come back when this stuff is finished up, and we will continue. All right, we are back. So we got our lithium peroxide, the water cells, and we got 7 hydrogen peroxide. So I feel like that is, I mean, that basically just duped 1 to 7 with this recipe, adding some lithium. So this is probably why it's going to be changed, but for now, we'll just kind of, I don't know. I don't know if that is the actual recipe that's going to be changed, or just getting hydrogen peroxide, or is the whole thing being changed? Not sure. But we will, like I said, we'll take a look at that when the update comes out. All right, so last thing that we need to do is fluid extract this, and then we get 7, we'll get 7 of the cells, is that right? Or is this 1 cell? Now that I'm looking at this. So the air filter, it needs 2. I'm just thinking, does this need 2,000 millibuckets? That it does. All right. So I got to do the whole thing again. And yeah, because that's only going to give me, yeah, 1,000 it looks like. Is this on or off? All right, so this whole process requires two of these, the processes that I did. So let me go ahead and do that again. That is a lot of lithium though. That is, I think I used like 80, I can't remember, or 96. So for 1 filter, that is a lot of lithium. All right, we are back, and I should have 2 buckets of lithium peroxide here. I think it needs to be in these actually. So let's go ahead and craft up this air filter. So we got the lithium peroxide, the 1 carbon dioxide, and I need carbon plates. I'm assuming, okay, so how do we get this? We smelt it, compress it. All right, so easy enough. I know I have done that before, but it's, actually I have some, probably from the last time I crafted the smaller filters. Does it have to be? No, I can throw it in a vending machine. I should rearrange this and put a chest down here, so I can excuse me, so I can add extra recipes for that, like I did my blast furnace. But we'll get to that eventually. Throw that in there. All right, so carbon plates, yep. And there we go. There is the tier 2 air filter. And then I'm going to end up just using that right away to craft this. And I don't know if it gets used up. I'm assuming it does get used up. That's... Yeah, see, this is where having the one circuit gets to be a problem, because I need the oxygen for the iron. All right, there we go. There is the upgraded air recycler. So there we go. Now, like the other one we did, the LV one, this does need the turbine rotor and the air filter. Unfortunately, it used up that decent air filter. I'm probably not going to be crafting these until the update, because I want to, try to stay true to the pack. But I just wanted the IV one because I had started going towards that before I realized that. So I'm probably going to just craft these, which just uses a bunch of carbon. So I'm going to make a recipe for this. So I can get that, and then I can also do a recipe for the plate. Now, I do have a compressor, right? I can never remember where it is. Where did I put my compressor? Oh, right. I built a new one right here. All right, and I may actually be able to add another thing on top if I need it. All right, so there's that. So let's do... Why don't I go ahead and craft up a chest, and then we'll kind of rearrange the interfaces, I guess. I think I need another Ender IO conduit. I think that's how you make them. Right. Pulsating iron. I think I have one. Yeah. And I probably need another interface now that I'm thinking about it. Ooh, I'm out of titanium. Just pull that out. I'm gonna throw it in here. I got that chest, yeah. Pulsating iron. All right. So we will... No, that's the blast furnace. Where are we? Here we are. So how do I want to do this? I run into the problem that I don't have much room underneath. Let's see, I could probably do it. This one's actually easier than the other one I tried to do. Yeah, if I just put it right there, I can... like that. Insert. extract well active. We will turn that there, and then I can just add, I'll move that to there, and then I'll add another interface. But I think, yeah, I'll have to wait till I get the titanium built though. All right, but anyway, let's go ahead and just craft that up while we're waiting for that. Unfortunately, these things take so long. And then this also needs to be upgraded too, because that's 150 seconds as well. As we can see, I have a huge backlog. But let's do a thing for that. So, yeah. So, filter. There we go. All right, so we got the air filter, we got this. Then we need the rotor. I think I got rid of the old rotors that I had, so I need to craft up a new turbine. I don't know. How about, let's just steel one. I can't remember if steel is a steel turbine. Is that a thing, or has that been disabled? Yeah, it's been disabled. I know like tungsten steel is. All right, let me craft one of these up and we'll back. All right, we are back, and I got all I just went with the tungsten steel because it's a decent durability. Now I know these are just gonna get destroyed, so eventually we'll want the better air filters, but for now we'll just do that. And really quick, I just want to finish this. Yeah, so basically you would just set it directly on the thing. I just do a chest and then pipe it into the input bus. That way I can have multiple on there. I don't know if there's an easier way to do that, but yeah. All right. Yep, we're good. So let's go ahead and yeah, I did. So we need this to be in the correct chunk. So I guess, well, here's the line that we're going to be sending this stuff off of. So I guess maybe, well, I can't do it off a heavy one. The only issue with this is pulling power before it gets into my power station. That's maybe not how I want to. I have no idea how much this actually uses. Does it say? I don't know, I may have to put it down and just kind of test it to see how much it uses. Why don't we... Yeah, because if it's using 8,000, I mean... That's going to be using up all this power. But, oh well. Why don't we just throw it right there? And just kind of see how it works. Let's do... One thing I do want is an export bus with a crafting card. And then we'll see. We'll see how much the how much power it pulls. All right, almost done. And I love seeing these annoying rods and bolts and everything getting crafted up. I love it. The lathe, I think that's the lathe, right? Yep, there it goes. So there's the export, and then we're going to need a crafting card. And I have no idea if this is going to work, but we shall see. So if we do that there, I'm assuming this can go in the top. On there. I think I have enough. Isn't this... Yeah, I'm like, I think this is on its own line. I totally don't remember though. All right, but if we put the crafting card in there and then this there, should... yeah, there it goes. It goes in there. All right, so, well, it did work. Now we put that in there and then... Is it running? I need to hit it with the thing. Do these not work? I do know. I remember it working before. Trying to remember. Oh, do I need to hit it with a screwdriver? How do you do these again? Pollution. Right. Can be configured with soldering iron. All right, so low efficiency. Did that just do something with those wires? Do remember. What is that? That is like really weird. Holding a soldering iron, all the wires get smaller. Alright, well, it's making sound. Does the top... maybe the top can't be covered. No, it is spinning. Right? Spinning? Device needs more power. Is that not getting enough power? How much power does it take? Yeah, it's not getting any energy. Or like a... Does that need to be... Is it underneath that it needs to be? The front? Why is this so difficult? Oh, I actually have that right there. I don't know. I just want to get this working. That maybe it needs to go in that. Is it that? Why isn't this getting any power? Let me figure this out and then we will come back. Alright, well, putting it into the top appears to be getting it power, which seems a bit weird because the fan's right there. But it is getting power, so that's a thing. I want it low efficiency so this rotor doesn't break. Alright, so there it goes. Alright, so apparently you have to power from the top, which is, yeah, that's a bit unintuitive. I want to change that to the side though. But I probably am not going to power it from right here. Because like I said, this is draining the power before it even gets to my power station, so I don't particularly want that. Right, but yeah, so there we go. It is draining power. It did already... Oh, wow. It already got rid of all the pollution in that chunk. Holy cow. Alright, so 16, it got rid of... What was that? I was at 500,000 or something like that? I don't remember. Oop, not what I want. Let's disable that. Let's get some pollution. So that's on low efficiency, and it did that quick. Did I hit the right thing? There it goes. Yeah, there it's empty. And then it stops. Okay, it doesn't keep using it. So, alright, well that is pretty cool. That is my pollution scrubber. So I can go ahead and build some more turbines here. But before we do that, I am definitely still backlogged. One last thing here is this is definitely a problem. This is just not fast enough. So this is the backlog for my high octane gasoline. But I think the solution for that is going to be the processing array. So if we look at this, it is a multi-block and we can put multiple machines in there. So I'm assuming we can put the brewing machine in there and we can do multiple single block machines. And yeah, start producing some more ethanol because I'm pretty sure that is the backup here. I do have this one turned off because I have tons of gasoline, but yeah. So ethanol is the problem. I have everything else, but it's this ethyl stuff that we're not producing enough of, I believe. Right? Unless, did we? Yeah. I don't remember the exact amounts for the high octane. Yeah, it's 3. So it's waiting to produce that last bit, and that's going way too slow. But we'll look into that next episode, and hopefully this whole setup will finally be through. Well, I mean, those aren't really, but yeah, this whole setup, and we'll get some better power gen going on. And I gotta move my miner as well, because it finished that vein. So I gotta find a decent vein. Maybe a platinum vein. But as we can see, the mining pipes are in here, so that means it has finished that. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.